Your credit card number is not random. In fact, much like the zodiac cipher or text your dad sent you using Siri, there is a secret meaning underlying this cryptic string of symbols. Is it important to be able to decipher your own credit card number? No, not really. But is it a cool party trick? Well, also probably no, unless your party is just a bunch of nerds sitting in a room. And since that basically describes my viewer base, let's learn how to decipher credit card numbers. Here is a credit card. This number, usually called the primary account number or daddy's one-way ticket to a brand new Tesla, can actually be divided up into 3 distinct sections. The first 6 to 8 numbers of any card number aren't unique to you. They're used to denote, basically, the institution that issued the card. The first digit of this sequence can tell you the general industry your card belongs to. 1 and 2 for airlines, 3 for travel and entertainment industries, 4 and 5 for banking, 6 for banking or merchandising, 7 for the petroleum industry, 8 for healthcare and communications, 9 for national government purposes, 0 for the International Organization for Standardization itself, which runs the system, and a poorly drawn smiley face for credit fraud organizations run by children. The next 5 to 7 digits narrow the card down to its specific credit network, like Visa or MasterCard. The actual register of these numbers isn't technically supposed to be public information, but because I'm an internet super celebrity with special secret access to inside sources, I'm just gonna list some of them anyways. American Express owns the numbers starting with 34 and 37, MasterCard owns 2221 through 2720, plus 51 through 55, and Visa somehow managed to snag pretty much every string beginning with the number 4. The next section, which can vary in length but is generally under 12 digits, is what's used to identify the individual account within the credit network that your number belongs to. Basically, this just means that if you're planning on stealing your rich friend's credit card while he's in the bathroom but you only have time to write down half of it because you recently had that hot new bladder shrinking surgery that all the rich people were getting for some reason, this is the string of numbers you'll want to write down. And that brings us to the last digit, which is called the check digit. This is how computers can filter out most invalid numbers without needing to actually read through their big book of legitimate credit cards. It's calculated using something called the Lun algorithm, which goes a little something like this. Step 1. Remove the last digit of your credit card number. This is the check digit itself, so it's not part of the calculation. Step 2. Starting from the last digit of your remaining number moving left, double every other digit. If the doubled number is more than 10, then add its 2 digits together. Step 3. Add all of the digits together, including the ones you didn't double. Step 4. Taking the last digit of the sum you calculated in step 3, subtract that number from 10. If the digit is 0, then don't do anything. What you get should be your check digit. And if it's not, well, just go ahead and post your credit card number in the comments. I'm sure there are plenty of people who would love to help you figure it out. Anyways, basically, the reason this whole algorithm seems so convoluted is to account for different types of potential errors. The check digit will be off, and therefore will tell the computer that it's not a real credit card number if you accidentally mistype any one digit, but it will also be off if you accidentally flip the place of 2 adjacent digits, since every other digit is doubled in the algorithm. This can't catch every error or every invalid credit card number, but it can account for most mistakes you'd make while trying to drunkenly order a pint of ranch dressing on Postmates. Now, because so much of this number is predetermined, it actually means that we're at risk of running out of viable credit cards. Most cards are 16 digits, but if you strip away the 6-digit network identifier and the check digit, you're only left with just shy of 1 billion possible individual accounts. And of course, you can't actually issue every available number, because then online shopping just becomes a game of typing a random number into Amazon and hoping it doesn't belong to someone you know. In fact, just last year, during the COVID-induced online shopping boom, credit card companies in Japan began discussing the possibility of adding an extra digit onto newly issued cards, because they were worried they might actually run out. Fortunately, everyone got vaccinated and ended that pandemic forever, so we can just go back to exchanging germ-soaked cash instead of worrying about this silly credit card conundrum. Now, you work hard for your germ-soaked cash, and you wouldn't want to waste it, right? Well, guess what? You probably are. Unless, of course, you've listened to my pleas and have begun using HelloFresh. You see, like many of you, I used to spend way too much money on takeout. I'm not judging you, you're not judging me, this sponsor segment is a judgment-free zone. Takeout is easy, fast, and is probably better than whatever microwave shrimp nachos concoction you're whipping up out of your pantry. But here's the thing, so is HelloFresh. And unlike takeout, HelloFresh's meal kits are affordable, way cheaper than ordering in, and possibly cheaper than shopping for groceries. And better yet, it's a great way to live sustainably and support the environment. With perfectly pre-proportioned ingredients, you don't have to worry about food waste. A HelloFresh meal has a 25% lower carbon footprint than one made with store-bought ingredients. I've been using HelloFresh for a while now. I literally like them so much that I asked them to sponsor us, which by the way is not how these things usually work. This week, for example, I picked the crispy buffalo spice chicken, which was fantastic. They've always got something for every diet, taste, and lifestyle, unless, I don't know, you're the kind of person who likes bad food. But assuming not, I'd really recommend that you go to HelloFresh.com and try it out. Just use code HAI14 to get 14 free meals plus free shipping.